Alrighty then, the next transformation on our list is the ooze. The last one wasn't as great for us, but now we have an ooze. We are
Let's
melted away, I
let's
guess?
let's read it. Blah 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 blah. Honestly, this sounds like very much like what we did with Maris, except for
Honestly, yeah, we could have, if we
if
had
this was an.
access to this.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, I need to tell you right now, he picked Plasmoid. Well, I guess not. We could have done this. Anyways,
It'd be the same thing as, like, oh, I could have been technically a fiend with how the
yeah.
story of my thing went.
And well, some ruses creatures may only devour and destroy their just as many, especially with those blah blah. Ooh, blah 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 blah.
Reversing the
Ooh,
ooze.
one thing. Complete will take a decade of knowledge and wealth, and then luck. So, decade of knowledge, but this one is compared to the others super achievable. Find take as a like a decently high level, like there's no stage that's impossible, and a decently high level person, adventurer probably will have a lot of money, and could obviously find that expert.
Right.
So this is super done. Here's
How we
how you achieve a new stage. Become bloodied or unconscious by the attacks of an ooze.
specifically news. Okay.
Undergo experimentation by an arcanist or diabolist.
The fuck's the
Suffer
obelisk?
from the weeping. This is all lore stuff.
Right.
Whooping pox and other diseases. Study an ancient tome from when the this one is so setting specific that it's hard to even try and imagine it setting neutral. But let's keep going. Stage 1.
So we get
We get
a
the
ooze form boon.
form boon, another
And
boon of our choice, and the flaw.
so an ooze form is the first one we see right here.
You become an ooze in addition to any other creature types you are. You gain blind sight with a range of 30 feet. If you already have blind sight, it increases by 30 feet.
That's not bad.
You will your body to melt and flow to become more fluid. As a bonus action, Professor you become blah 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 blah. This is all the same stuff. The only difference is it does not do the specification that Plasmoid does, where in order to do this, you have to not be carrying anything.
Is that something specifically with
Yes. Maris has not done this. I think he's never wanted to let go of his gear. But if you look,
It's been a hot minute since I've looked at plasmoid. Uh, provided you're not wearing or carrying anything. Yes, you're right. Okay. And
so
you
it's a
can do
little
this
better, but yeah,
manifested
it's proficiency,
form.
proficiency plus transformation stages.
So at this point, we have, because this is 1 to 4, we have about 3. Which,
All
fair
right, all
enough.
right, all right.
Fair enough.
Then we got the mutable corpus.
One of our options.
You have okay, 2 options. You have abundant control over your ooze form. Each time you manifest your ooze, you can choose to augment it with one of the following. So you don't need to breathe.
Okay.
You remold your features and body to look different. You can change your parent species. See one disguise self.
Yeah, disguise self, and the DC
Disguise
is
self. It's disguise self.
the DC is based
Is
off of
con
10 plus con plus
yeah,
transformation. Okay.
yeah. And
Or
then your
we can
body
become
becomes
transparent.
transparent.
If they done stealth checks. I mean, those aren't bad.
Or slimy min. Actually, how long does
Actually, wait. I just realized. Wait a minute. Each time you manifest your ooze form. So wait, this is during the minute thing.
yeah, but as far as I assume that so this is all this lasts the minute. Well, the form is up. Slimy min. Let's take a look. While manifesting yours when you begin that you are immune to charm, the range of blinds increases by 30 feet. You communicate with ooze within 30 feet as if you shared a common language. While oozes are not automatically friendly to you, they do not see you as food, and you can ask them simple questions, and they choose to respond if they are not hostile.
Neat.
But your body feels and melts without your control. Your speed decreases by 5 feet for every transformation stage you achieve.
Imagine being this as a 2014 dwarf or halfling. Keep in mind, 2024, they made it to where all those short races have 30 feet.
5, 10, 15. If you were that, Ross, by the end of this, you would have 5 feet of.
I know. That's why I said thankfully. Which, don't get me wrong, 10 feet is not much better than 5 feet, but at the very least, it's a
I
difference.
think I would argue this is unplayable as it goes. Like, genuinely unplayable.
Well, let's see. Also, in addition,
Your skin glitches with cruising. Ability checks made to follow your tracks are made with advantage, which nah. So now, if I want a guy following you, I don't have them make ability checks generally. I might have you make ability checks to hide, but I wouldn't have them make ability
right.
checks to follow you. Stage 2. We get 1 boon in the flaw. There are
Yep.
2 boons.
Okay.
Elastic limbs. Your limbs have become elastic and attack, allowing you to reach distant enemies and climb walls. Your reach increases by 5 feet, and you gain a climb speed equal to your speed, but as we know, that's not very
Which is
much.
being reduced.
You can
Yeah.
move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and along simple, leaving your hands free. Creatures you are grappling have disadvantage on strength and to escape. Okay, or
Neat.
your mind and body become even more ooze-like. You have immunity to the frightened nature and acid damage. When you gain this boon, choose cold, fire, or lightning. Gain resistance to the chosen type as well.
Okay. And then
A
the
flaw. Your body is now a hideous lump of dripping flesh. Well, you reform range roughly humanoid. The horror of what you are is clear to anyone that looks upon your molten face. You have disadvantage on when made against creatures that are not aberrations. There is an addition transformation to an ooze has liquid and your eyes melt. You're permanently have the blinding condition beyond the range of your blind sight.
Ooh. Which at this
Ross,
point is at minimum 30 feet if we have their
we
mode up 60 feet if we have the
we have
specific path.
we have an issue.
Oh?
I'm taking back what I said before. These two flaws together make this transformation completely unplayable. You have a blind sight of, without spending resources, 30 feet.
Right.
You have a movement speed of 10 feet.
Well, that's eventually. That's like at stage 4, but still.
I know. We're talking about when it's unplayable.
Right.
So that means you need to play in melee to be able to hit anybody.
But then you're not going to be able
Everyone
to
is going
be
to
in
outspeed
melee.
you.
Unless you're.
This is
Okay, there is a way to get around this. Mounts. You're not going to always have one, but mounts would be the
true.
way to go. But I
So
wonder if
that's
there's.
exactly it. You can't assume you're gonna have a mount.
Right. Or
But yeah,
a party
no,
member could
but
theoretically carry you,
the
depending
reason
on what you
the
are.
the reason is because I was looking at the stage 1 flaw. In my head, I was thinking, okay, the way around this is just to play a range-based character. Then it's not going to be a huge deal. It sucks, but no deal.
But then the
But then we get
blind
this
sight
flaw.
thing.
It's like, oh no. You're not going to get much out of a range-based character. Because even if you up your blind sight to 60 feet, they can easily get out of 60 feet. Then you have disadvantage on everything you do.
Yeah, so far I am not seeing the big benefit of potentially being an ooze.
It sounds like this one is more supposed to be something that you try and cure.
Probably.
Stage 3, you get 1 boon and the flaw.
So
Our boon
your
options are
form
when you
lasts longer.
manifest, it lasts for 10 minutes. Well, manifest when you're covered with a slime. When a creature hits you with a melee attack, it takes as damage with 1d6 plus strength stays. Non-magical ammunition is destroyed after hitting you and dealing damage. Any non-magical weapon you take takes a. If you don't have the weapon is destroyed penalty, which is blah blah blah. Additionally, you can get through 2 feet of non-magical wood or metal in 1 minute by simply by touching it.
Also, question: was the movement speed and the blindside thing only when we activate our ooze form, or is it just in general?
No, that's the flaw.
Okay. I just thought I was like, wait, did it say anything about that or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you are. Or in golf, so no matter what, it lasts for 10 minutes. 10 minutes
Okay.
of credits is guaranteed. Well, man, you can involve your foe as a magic action. You can try to engulf a creature of your size, category, or smaller that is within 5 feet of you. The target must make a strength saving throw with a DC equal 10 strength. Exclamation state on if the other creature is engulfed. While engulfed, the target has total cover against attacks and other effects outside of you. And when you move, the engulfed target moves with you. While engulfed, the creature takes 46 acid damage to target each returns. Is suffocating, has the restraint condition, and repeats the save. The enemy returns any effect on assess engulfed creature that is reduced to 0 points is flayed, just leaving no body or non-magical equipment behind.
Eh.
I mean, that's pretty good, but with a flaw. Your skin is always. The stun itself burns you, and your light is now your reactions slow as much as you pace. You are vulnerable to radiant damage. You have disadvantage on dexterity, ability checks, and saving throws.
I'm gonna say this: taking radiant damage as a player, not super common. It does
There are a
happen, but
few.
they're
I have not thrown them, but there are a few stat blocks that just do it.
right. Having this disadvantage on dexterity checks and saves, though,
That's
which
huge.
which I just realized that would have to have chosen the earlier one to get advantage on stealth to neutralize that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now stage 4. One boon and the flaw. There are 2 boons and a flaw. Legion of Slime. When you manifest your ooze form, it lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
okay.
While you are manifesting your ooze form and you are hit by an attack that causes you to become bloodied, you can use a reaction to split into 2 identical oozes. Each ooze uses your game states except that they are one size category smaller than your normal size, and your remaining hit points and maximum hit points are divided evenly between the 2 oozes around and down.
Hmm.
Your equipment is not duplicated. All of it remains on one of the oozes. Each ooze acts on your initiative. They can move independently, but they can only collectively take 1 action and bonus action on your turn and 1 reaction per round. After you use this feature, you cannot use it again until after you finish your long rest.
Wasn't the Valda's like what was it split mind or something like that? Like a sort of similar thing.
Yeah. Or we can be a mimic. Same deal. It ups the length. While you're manifesting your ooze form, you can use the magic action to transform into an object of your size or up to 2 sizes smaller. Any equipment is dropped in your spaces. While mimicking an object you retain, while mimicking an object you are individual with an object, and you can take a reaction when you are touched to adhere to. That actually is what you're doing. To the creature that touches you, the creature has the grapple. The DC is 8 plus your. It really is just you become a mimic.
Okay, that's actually very funny.
But
Well, I guess that helps our issue sort of.
not really.
Well,
It helps you in a very specific scenario.
right,
You would
yeah,
have to
very way
turn
too
into
specific.
something that a creature wants to turn into. It's not going to help you with the general combat that is caused by anything else. Because if you just turn into a treasure chest in the middle of a fight, the band is going to be like, hey, wait, a treasure chest, let's open it.
Very
My
dumb.
hands are stuck.
Very
You're
dumb
not going to do that.
question. If a mimic transforms into something like, let's say, a coin, would it have the mimic's weight or the coin's weight?
I would say the mimic's weight.
Okay, because I was gonna say something dumb. If it was the coin's weight, was maybe your ally could target you with catapult when you're transformed into a coin. I guess.
Anyways, let's look at the last flaw.
Yeah, let's look at the last flaw.
As your brain becomes just one more part of the gooey mass that is you, and your cells becomes ever more attentive, the slightest distraction can cause you to forget who you were. The first time you become bloody after a long rest, or whenever you roll a 1 on a saving throw, note, first time bloodied and whenever a 1 are 2 separate things.
Yep.
The pain or surprise causes you to lose your grip on your mind. You can't cast spells, activate magic, understand language, or communicate anything. You are overwhelmed with hunger and take the attack on your next turn to make a melee attack against a random creature within reach. If there are no creatures within reach, you move until adjacent to the nearest creature using the dash action if necessary. They messed it up. They messed it up again.
Wait, you move until you're adjacent to the nearest enemy using the dash action if necessary.
Here is the issue. They don't mention that you're using your movement. Obviously,
you move.
implication.
Move mean movement.
There is a difference between moving and using the movement feature in the game, Ross, and you know it. Here, let's take a look at Dissonant Whispers. We all agree, great spell, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. I wouldn't say one of the top spells, but I mean it's solid. I mean,
I will. You know what? I'm actually gonna give it to you. I think this is actually fine. You're right. This is fine.
yeah.
Still,
This case,
you may attempt a DC 18 wisdom at the end of each of your turns to regain your sense of self. The effect automatically ends when you finish a short or long rest. How do I take a short or long rest when I'm in this state?
Yeah, you're right.
So you have to make the whiz save.
basically. Which, I mean,
The
in
fact that this
theory,
triggers every
eventually,
time.
yeah.
The fact that this triggers the first time you come to a reminder, you have to be in melee with everyone you fight.
Right.
Or whenever you roll one on a saving throw is insane.
Also, here's another question with this in particular. Let's say we're in that point where it is the bloodied, but we have the split slimed forms. Or would both of them be under this slipped lost mind? I guess.
Yeah, they're one entity. They're one entity.
Okay.
That being said, okay, this one, and I'm honest, it doesn't save it because it's only level 19. But this
Yeah,
one
I don't even know. I don't even know
this
what
one-
the feat could do to
This
make
one
it savable.
it needs to remove the.
This
the
is a
movement
good
penalty.
one for if you want to just give your players a downside.
Which one is it?
What one would it be?
That's primordial.
Would it be Earthly Tethers? Have you looked at that one?
Spectre.
No, that's Spectre.
Arclich. It's not vampire. We know
No, that Vampire I believe is the last one we are gonna look at.
Elder.
Does Ooze not have one? Did I miscount before?
It looks like you miscounted.
Hmm.
Ooze. The Ooze does not have one.
I mean, either way, it wouldn't have even.
It needed, but Ross, the thing is, Ooze is the one that needed it the most.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I don't even know with how these feats are
You're
organized.
right.
It's like one
You're right.
buff plus
you're
getting a
well,
boon.
they've been different. You're right. You are right. You're correct. That it wouldn't have made it. It wouldn't have really saved it, but it was the only thing that would help. This is.
Here's the thing.
It doesn't ruin the campaign, so this is the first transformation that I am going to give. Approved without thoughts.
Yeah.
There is nothing inherently game broken, but you are literally making the game unplayable for yourself if you play this. And any DM who forces this on someone is cruel.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I like the idea of the Ooze thing.
Yeah.
I like this as a transformation type.
But
the options are
bad.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It makes sense from what I've seen as a player Oozes tend to do.
Oh yeah, I know. It 100% makes sense. It's just it's bad.
Yeah, no.
It is so game breaking.
Game breaking in the against the players direction.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
See you guys. We're gonna take a little break. Next time we're gonna look at the primordial.
All right. We're looking at the primordial now.
Yep, the transformation of the planes. Elemental.
So blah 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 blah. Once one becomes hell, if now tries to contend, you will now become one with your soul. Only wish.
Only wish can remove this.
Only magical. Only magical. The level of the wish spell can then revive you, with or without your transformation and its boons and flaws. Oh, that's different.
Oh yeah, wait. So on the same level of wish, that's what, true resurrection?
No, that's wish. When they say level, they don't mean the level of the spell.
Oh, okay.
They mean wish.
Okay.
They mean wish. But that being said, I'm more worried about the word is revive here.
So we're probably gonna have I imagine because this is connected to the elemental planes of fire, air, earth. I imagine it's if one of the flaws is if you die, or you have a disadvantage on death saves because your soul's being pulled into one of the things like a previous one had.
Let's see. Achieving a new stage, blah 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 blah. Defeat and absorb, come into contact with an elemental node, you make an knowledge of being from one of the elemental plans. Use your powers to defeat an original, free an imprisoned or nurtured elemental creature. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
All right, you gain both stage 1 boons and the stage 1 flaw.
Oh, both of them. Okay. So what do we got for the first boon?
You become an elemental in addition To any other creature types, your Constitution score increases by 1, but cannot increase above 20. Okay, we know that. Yep.
Okay, I mean that's simple but neat. Okay.
Though you have sway over all elements, your primordial change was sparked by one per element. The element infuses your element to your powers. You must choose one element below and gain the all elements of this element. So air is resistant to lightning,
we
and
choose one of these. Okay.
once on each turn when you make an attack with a ranged weapon or ranged spell, you can make the attack with advantage. If you are in a location without air, such as underwater or in a vacuum, this feature has no effect.
So we have one advantage attack per round with the range of weapon.
But if we're like a caster, then
yeah, it's specifically weapon. So
no, range spell right here.
Oh, range spell. Yeah, you're right.
What I'm saying is the one per round might be all we need.
Yeah, no. Okay. Earth.
You have resistance to bludgeoning, bludgeoning damage addition. Actually, wait, this is huge on a rogue.
Oh yeah, that's amazing on a rogue. Okay. Earth,
yeah.
We have resistance to bludgeoning damage.
You have resistance to bludgeoning damage in addition whenever you gain temporary points. You gain additional temporary points equal to your proficiency bonus.
That's a nice little boost. Okay.
I think air is better though.
I think air is better overall, but maybe a little temp HP. And also, here's the thing though: bludgeoning damage is very common in D&D.
True enough. But fire, resistance to fire. In addition, whenever you deal fire damage, you can add your Constitution modifier to the... These are getting worse as we go.
A little, yeah. Little by little, it's getting worse and worse.
Water, you have resistance to cold damage. Whenever your creature within 30 feet regains hit points, you can use a reaction to imbue them with healing. The creature gains additional 1d6 hit points.
That one's probably the worst.
Yeah. So I just pick air, and pick air, be a rogue. Boom, boom, boom. Sneak attack every rep.
So, okay, so we get all these. But then we have the flaw. What do we got?
Oh. Your body and soul enter the elemental plane. You have disadvantage on death saving throws as the plane.
I read this word for word. I read that word for word.
That being said, it's not... I don't know. It's not a crazy flaw.
No.
Alright, let's go stage 2.
Stage 2?
When you reach stage 2, the moment you one stage 2 boon and gain the stage 2 flaw, we have...
a good number of
boons. Two.
Okay, so...
you add a second element to your elemental affinity boon. When you do so, you gain the associated benefits of your new element.
Okay, so we could take this option and pick another one that we didn't choose. Okay.
Yep. Or, you can channel pure element energy into a concentrated bolt of element of your choice. As a magic action, you can use any of the following options.
Any of them, so it don't even have to be
make a ranged attack targeting a creature with 60 feet. As a reminder, with the air boon you definitely picked, it's at advantage. You are proficient with this attack, which you use as your Constitution modifier. This attack deals 3d8 plus your con modifier, lightning damage. You can then use a bonus action to target another creature within 30 feet of the first attack with the first target with the same attack.
So this basically counts as like an extra attack thing. Okay.
Not quite. Interesting. Anyways, increase the damage of these attacks by 1d8 for each transformation above 2. Okay,
so at 4th, you get about, what, 5d8?
Yeah. Or, you can force a creature within 30 feet to make up Constitution save. On a failed save, the creature takes bludgeoning damage with a 3d6 plus your Constitution modifier. Half, which is increase damage by 1d6 for each transformation. You also gain temporary points with half the damage dealt.
That's not
horrible. To be honest, the lightning is better.
Yeah. Then we got Flame Wave.
Each creature in a 15-foot cone region from you makes dexterity save against DC equal to 8 plus your Constitution modifier. On a failed save, creature takes fire damage equal to 2d8 plus your con modifier?
I guess the fact that this is the only one that can hit. Actually,
multiple people? No.
Even then, no. The lightning damage would still be so much more because
it would hit 2. Lightning damage could hit 2. Remember?
Right. Lightning damage could hit 2 with the 15-foot cone. I guess in theory, for medium-sized creatures, you could get 4, but
how often are they gonna bunch together that well?
No, you're not. At best, you're more than likely getting 3, and even then, that's
also
rare.
No secondary effect whatsoever.
Yeah, no. Like
the damage increases.
The weakest one so far.
Then aquatic. Choose a creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The creature regains the number of hit points equal to 2d8 plus your con modifier. Increase the number of hit points in your airband 1d. So just cast Cure Wounds.
I mean, okay. I mean, if you.
I mean, actually, I'll say this. This is actually pretty solid. Equal to your con modifier. Get a good con. 5 Cure Wounds per long rest.
Not
for free.
Yeah, no.
Is not bad.
Lightning damage is definitely the strongest, though. Then I would say
the flaw
would be next. I would say. Anyway.
Alright, your physical vessel strains to contain the rolling elements trapped inside you. In a moment of distraction, your body may interrupt it momentarily to reveal your primary blah blah. Oh, it's this. It's this again.
Okay, so we have our.
It's this again.
The transformation, yada yada yada.
Yep.
DCs
We've done this one a few times, yeah.
Nature's revealed. You have
Yeah.
disadvantage on D20. Oh wait, whoa. The downside's different. When you
Uh, when your
Nature's revealed, you have disadvantage on every D20 test you
D20
make for a
make
minute. As
as you fight to control the volatile
that is
elements within you.
different. Okay. Only for a minute though. But still, that
Which is
can be
that's an entire fight.
yeah. That's an entire. That's at least one fight.
On stage 3, we get one stage 3 boon and the flaw. We have probably, I bet you, 2 options. Nope, 3 options.
All right. So what do we got? Aura of Awakening.
Aura of Awakening. You emit an aura of power that awakens the elemental forces in your companions. When you first gain this feature, choose one of the options below. Whenever you are an ally, you can choose in 30 feet. If it makes a dexterity saving throw, the creature gains a bonus equal to your Constitution modifier.
That's no reaction cost for that either. That is really getting this on a. Oh my god! Actually, flavor win or a flavor idea. Having your primordial character being a genie paladin.
Alright, carrying
Anyway.
right along the Forging Fire. When an ally within 10 feet of you deals damage with a melee attack, you can use a reaction to make the attack deal fire damage instead of normal damage type, and add 2d6 fire damage to the attack's damage.
Okay.
You can choose to have disadvantage on any initiative check. If you do, as a reaction, you and each of your creature of your choice within 30 feet, you gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus your con modifier. While a creature that has temporary hit points gains they cannot have the prone condition unless it's part of the unconscious condition.
Honestly, for like early fight stuff, that is actually a decent boost.
When an ally within 30 feet moves or attempts to escape or grapple, you can use a reaction to give them the following benefits. Speed increased by 10 feet, don't provoke attacking opportunities, and advantage on checks to escape grapple.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. This is made for 2024. Isn't escaping escaping grapples a saving throw now? Am I crazy about that?
2024. Here's the thing. This is probably like either way. This is probably a reroll. Okay, here we go. Look at the 2024 grapple condition. Creature can make a grapple. Another creature grapple condition. A grapple creature can use action to make a no, it's check. It's a check.
Oh, it is a check. Okay.
So this is all fine.
Okay. It's still
Or your transformation to an elemental creature has changed your body entirely. You no longer need to sleep, breathe, or eat. Also, you no longer age normally and suffer no effects of aging. Okay. Additionally, choose one damage type from bludgeoning, cold, fire, and lightning damage. You can resist to that damage type. If you already have resistance, you gain immunity to it.
Cool.
Or you add a third elemental to your elemental affinity boon. I'm seeing a pattern here.
I am. So you could, in theory, you could be the Avatar and master all 4 of the primordial elements.
The issue is like one of them is one, maybe 2 of them are goods. Your body reacts to actions when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. Roll 1d6 on a 1. Your primordial form reacts in a volatile manner. The following effects occur: you gain vulnerability to instant damage you just took, even if you had resistance or immunity to that damage. Creatures within 5 take the original amount of damage that you took. An DC 15 cost using throw halves this damage.
Wait, creatures within 5 feet of you
take. So if you get caught in a dragon's breath, you are screwing the entire party.
Okay.
It's interesting. I can easily work around.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure if you're a barbarian with this, you could easily take advantage of that and like be like you're like in the middle of like the fight. I know I see the vulnerability thing. I'm talking more or less.
Yeah, I get you. Here is the issue, Ross. If you are a barbarian with a party of more than one martial, it's very likely that in any AOE you're in, your party member, your other marshals in the party will be in it
although
as well.
It is 5 feet.
And you're going to be.
But still, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you are right.
But if you're depending on who you're fighting, unless you're fighting someone like who's gargantuan, 5 feet's not that hard.
Right.
Anyways, or stage 4, 1 boon, a flaw, boon, flaw.
We got 2.
Creatures of your choice within 15 feet of you gain resistance to bludgeoning, cold, fire, or lightning damage. You choose the damage save after finishing a short, long rest, and you can change the damage type as bonus action. If they already have resistance to damage type, they animate blah blah blah. Or you add the final element. Additionally, you can summon the 4 elements to read you in power. Whenever creatures do with melee attack, you can use a reaction to force them to make a dex save Dealing 66 damage to type choice with a blow. Then, after you use reaction, you're gaining the following benefits at the end of turn. You have advantage on all ranged weapon and range spell attacks. At the beginning of each turn, you gain 20 every once. At the end of your turn, each of your choice takes 36 whenever creature within 60 regains hit points by spending hit point dice or through a spell or magic ability. That creature.
Okay, it's additional, just straight up 20. And then number of times equal to your
You can use
constitution
your-
modifier. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. Is it up to easiest section? Okay. Or. Okay. Or, and then there's a flaw. The player manager that you're tied to strike is full on you. Whenever you roll a natural one saving throw against the spell, you take 8d6 force damage, which closes the damage is any normal damage from the effect. Ross, we have to talk about something.
Yes.
We need to cover this.
What is this?
Okay, wait, oh, sorry. I think it's the wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. We didn't go high enough. We need to cover this.
Yeah, so what is this? Reversing the trade.
What this is saying, Ross, is as soon as you become one of these, you can never be revivified. Which is a interesting flaw that isn't even in the flaw section for some reason.
Yeah, I'm surprised that isn't attached to the flaw part of this.
Anyways, that being said, it's fine.
Yeah, no,
it's definitely
the better ones of the ones, I would say.
Yeah. But let's see its feet.
Oh yes, I forgot about the feet for a moment.
If it even got a feet at this point.
Right, it's been a little inconsistent. Let's see. I imagine it's an elemental temper.
Yep, here we go.
What do we got?
It's the basics. Increase ability score of your choice by 1 to a maximum of 30. You are no longer affected by Primordial Chaos. That's it. Nothing gets buffed.
Which one was that flaw again?
That is the one. That's your last one.
That is the last one. Which, I mean, you're getting it as an epic boon, so fair enough.
Alright.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Next time, we'll be looking at the Seraph.
Which would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting. And I imagine like a celestial one.
Alright.
Alright, we're looking at the Seraph. Possibly the only transformation that I imagine isn't evil.
I mean, we don't know anything about Atharas, so let's not even.
True.
Let's not even put that in the world. It might be that angels are like evil creatures in the setting, but they charge not to be taken lightly, and those who play righteousness would. I mean, it sounds like it's good though. Intention mechanics are usually for this reason. Consider why you're concerned. Are you? Characters who reach stage 1 of. I like how it's relinquishing divinity now.
Okay.
Sorry, I accidentally pressed my button. Relinquishing divinity. So players who reach do not typically seek power without righteous cause. Transformation boons and flaws can be removed at any time, but the easiest one to get rid of
by relinquishing your divinity.
When the war is over, regaining such power may not be so easy. So basically, this is the easiest one to remove out of all of them.
This would be basically. If I'm understanding this right, this would be as easy as a paladin breaking their oath in the sense of, I know our table, we don't do breaking our oaths, really, but we haven't had that many paladins at our table, but Baldur's Gate is like a great example because you could like lose your oath in like 2 seconds. In fact, it is a joke with that.
The difference here is, in Baldur's Gate, it happens because you made a mistake, and this is basically you saying, I don't want this mechanic anymore, DM, it's gone.
Right.
That's why this is the easiest one out of all of them to remove.
Which I guess makes sense for being the good one, I guess. Good aligned.
So achieving a new stage, the smaller group, defeat a powerful force of darkness, which could be many things, create a hallowed landmark for pilgrims, establish a parish of worshippers who uphold your virtue, redeem a soul that was considered beyond redemption.
Is it time to redeem Strahd?
No. When you get
Celestial Form, and
Celestial Form, one other boom, and a flaw. So
Celestial Boom.
You become a Celestial, resistance to radiant damage, entirely all fair, all fair.
There's nothing wrong with that, yeah.
Or so we have our choices. We have angelic wings. As a bonus action, you manifest feathered wings for 1 hour. While they manifest, you have a fly speed equal to your speed when you're not wearing heavy armor.
Okay.
You can manifest these wings a number of times equal to your transformation stage. You regain all uses after a short or long rest.
Okay.
Interesting.
Or holy
Or
shucks.
when you hit with a weapon or or damage a creature with a cantrip, you can add. Ooh, I like a cantrip's part of this too. That's actually pretty big.
Yeah, the fiend one also had
You can add
cantrips as a part of it.
1d6 radiant damage to the attack. You can add this damage a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus plus your transformation stage. You regain all uses of this feature when you finish a short or long rest.
And you gain more damage.
Yep.
The higher stage. So in theory, you could, if you're a DM that's crazy, you can eventually give a player the stage 4 before the 17 to 20, and give them extra damage.
But I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
But I mean, the damage. Here's the damage though.
Not bad.
It's worth noting. If we look at cantrips, the damage is going to stack up though.
It will. It absolutely will. Both of these are fine.
Basically, it's every single cantrip doubles.
Practically, yes.
It's so yeah. On when we get to about level 5, we're gonna do rolling 4d6. Then you get the idea.
Right. But we also get our flaw.
Your body and soul are bound to higher planes of good. You have disadvantage on death saving throw. Same. Okay. Lame. It's always lame when we see repeats, honestly.
Yeah.
I hate that they built it up. The very top one was so creative. All right.
Stage 2.
So we get one boon and the flaw. We have 2 boons to choose from. When an ally within 30 feet of you you can see take damage, you can use a reaction to cast Healing Word at first level on that ally without using a spell slot.
Ooh. And
this is 2024 Healing Word, so that's fancy schmancy.
That's a decent. That's 2d4
you
plus
can do this number of times.
Modifier.
Yeah, you can do this number of times equal to your transformation, and 3d4 if you're a druid with a moon sickle.
Actually, wait. We have an issue.
What's our issue?
What is the spellcasting we're using for this Healing Word? What's the?
You are right. You're right.
Do they have a general rule set for that? Like, is there general rules for stuff that doesn't specify? Because that is important for stuff like Healing Word and whatnot.
I don't think so. You're right,
so,
Ross.
okay.
100%
in that case, you have to default it to, I guess, nothing, which means it'd be just 2d4. 2d4. Yeah, 2d4.
Not bad though. Still not bad.
Oh yeah, no, not bad. And you can do this a number of times equal to transformation stages, which at this point is 2, which per long rest, but still that's a reaction.
When an ally you can see within 30 feet takes the attack action with a weapon or unarmed strike, you can use your reaction to hit them with a Holy Zeal, allowing them to make 1 additional attack.
Ooh.
On a hit, the target takes an additional 1d8 radiant damage. Same deal with usage.
So you're basically granting the old Gloomstalker effect.
Yeah,
but it's radiant.
Which is
interesting.
I mean, that could be really cool. Put that on your. I don't know. You put this on someone who can do a lot of damage somehow. Someone with a barbarian with great weapon mastery, with really cool magic weapons, whatever it takes.
Barbarian, paladin, rogue. Honestly, doing this on a rogue to get them an extra attack in case they miss their first one, that could be nice.
Nice.
But then we have our flaw: blinding radiance. What do we got here?
It's this one again.
Oh.
If these happen, you make a save. Blah blah blah. If you fail, it is revealed. So what happens? All non-enemy creatures within 30 feet of you can see must see on
Thief?
I like how it specifies non-enemy.
Non-enemy.
So why are our enemies immune to this?
And
attackers have advantage. Okay, well, that's a pretty nasty one, but it's not. At least I can still go into town like this.
Yeah, you can still go into town. What does suck as well is that there's no repeat save. So
I just thought of something funny.
Oh, what? Okay,
none of them have had repeat saves. I don't entirely know how you're supposed to fix it, so none of them have had it. It's been fine
No, 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 no,
though.
no.
So...
I'm more meant on the blinded effect. Like after it
Right.
happens. So if your ally fails the save, because it's a charisma save, so honestly, there's a
So
decent
for the
shot they
minute.
will fail. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this lasts for a minute. Okay, so I thought of something funny,
All right.
Ross.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So you are in town talking to a shopkeep. There's some kind of murder you're investigating, right?
Yep.
This triggers. The barkeep can still see you.
Right. All non-enemy. So like anyone that basically is not hostile to. That's like everyone in the tavern.
So everyone's like, oh, what happened? I'm blind. And this guy's like, oh, hey, buddy. And everyone's like, wait a second. I'm gonna be honest. The non-enemy specification here does not make sense.
Yeah. No. It's like.
I think I'm gonna have to just for logic rule that just everybody makes a save because
Yeah.
like everyone within 30 feet makes a save because I think why is our celestial energy specifically hindering the allies and helping the enemies?
Right.
Our true form shouldn't do that. Anyways, and this is still going to be debilitating, to be clear.
Oh, either way, yeah.
Advantage on me for the next minute is insane. And anyways,
Anyway, stage 3.
one boon we got Cleanse Affliction or Protective Wings or Bow of Celestial Judgment.
I like the name of that last one. Anyway, first
All
off,
right.
we have a prerequisite. We have to have chosen the Divine Calamity.
Clemency. Different things, different concepts.
Sorry.
When you use the Divine Clemency on a creature, they gain the following additional benefits. Okay. They gain temporary hit points equal to the amount of damage healed by Healing Word.
That's not bad.
Advantage on their next D20 test made within minutes. And you end one of the following conditions: blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
This is pretty good, I would say. The only thing that's still up in the air is if you add anything to this Healing Word. We're going to have to look at the general rules, see like, oh, if they have like a default of like, oh, its default's the con or something like that.
I think there is no such thing, unfortunately. But
still,
anyways,
though,
maybe there is. We can double check. Later.
Either way, let's say it's just a base of 0. That's still 2d4 healing and 10 HP. That's not bad.
Yeah, could be useful. Anyways, Protective Wings. While you are manifesting the Angelic Wings, you gain the following benefits. As a reaction, when you are an ally within 5 feet of his target by weapon attack, you can impose disadvantage on that attack. If the attack hits the ally, you take half of the damage rounded up, and the original target takes the other half.
Okay.
Advantage on saving throws or ability checks to avoid having the grapple condition or to escape from grapple.
Okay.
Your fly speed is increased by 10 feet.
Not bad. Not bad. We get a little bit of a warding bond effect.
It's already a basis of your walking speed. So anything that ups your walking speed, you can get even higher. So you can, if you take mobile, if you take
Celestial Monk. Ooh, Seraph Monk. You found perfect balance in life.
Right.
Oh, that sounds fun flavor. Oh, anyway.
Or our Bow of Celestial Judgment. You can use the bonus action to manifest a powerful bow made of violent bows. Also, lasts for 1 minute and grants the following blows will manifest. Okay. You can use a magic action target. You can do it in the creature dexterity save equal to 8 proficiency transformation, failed save 66 radiant, or 10d6 for if it is a fey, fiend, or undead.
On success, they take half damage.
On success, the creature takes half damage. Resistance to necrotic damage. Didn't we? Wait, what? Ross. Oh no, we have resistance to radiant.
Yeah, we resist the radiant. You're thinking of whatchamacallit. You're thinking of the literal.
You gain 5 temporary hit points at the start of each of your turns, and you can use the number of times equal to transformation state and regain all uses after you finishing a long rest. But
I see this is basically like a spell.
It basically is, yeah. We have a flaw.
What do you got?
You are now a seraph of noted virtue and divinity, becoming a target for the world's evil. Whenever you or an ally within 30 feet commit an evil act, such as murdering innocents, you acquire a trace of darkness and you are corrupted. GMs determine what constitutes an evil act. While you are corrupted, whenever you make an attack roll against an evil creature or saving throw against a spell or effect from an evil creature, you have disadvantage on the check. Also, if an ally is the one who caused your corruption,
they cannot be considered your
ally or you theirs until the corruption is removed. You can remove the corrupted condition by finishing a short rest or long rest, during which you must pray for at least 1 hour and burn the holy incense or donate wealth to a local good cause worth at least 100 gold times
per
your
stage. So
transformation
that's
stage.
300. Here's my question.
Yeah, we have an issue with this, and this is an unfortunate one because I get what they're going for here,
Right, it makes sense.
but
Not
it
a lot.
causes
Yeah.
it's it basically forces you to play in one of the most toxic ways to play the game. The stupid good paladin.
Oh yeah, no.
You've heard of them.
Yep.
This flaw literally forces it because
Here's the thing. I could have done that for
it,
princes.
it's a
I
yeah,
could
it's
have
a
done that
whole
for princes, but I didn't because I
it,
knew because there
yeah.
is a there are moments where it's like, oh, this is good for the table, and then there's good for the story, and I lean more towards better for the table because it's a better experience for everyone.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I guess if we could this mechanic as it's written, I cannot allow. You know that.
Right.
But I think the change is simple enough, but it does make it less interesting. You remove every mention of an ally whenever you commit an evil act.
Right.
And then again, we also just brought this ally. And then everything else is the same.
Yeah, I guess here's the question about the non. If they're not an ally, but they're also not
Yeah.
an enemy, what are they considered for like the previous feature as it's written for like the other flaw?
Also, there aren't that many mechanics that trigger on allies.
Yeah.
They cannot be considered your ally or you theirs. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this entire stuff just has to go. Period. All this allies has to go because it just doesn't work.
Yeah. I can see what they're going for.
Yeah,
though.
I see what you're going for. I respect it.
Yep. And I think
At
honestly,
most
for the right.
even a table of good. No, Ross, I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
Even a table of good players, because you have to, presuming you are playing with this option seriously, you never want a party member. You never want a party member at their weakest, right?
Right.
If someone has some condition on them, you want to get rid of it immediately. That is good player behavior right there. That means that anyone with this in their party has to commit to a good act, or at the very least, a lot of the shenanigans. It doesn't work.
Right.
I think even a table of good players will run into the same issue. This just period. It does not work.
And now we have stage.
Shock,
4.
by the way, that isn't the stage 4.
Yeah. Now I'm curious what the stage 4 is going to be. So we got one.
We got one boon.
2 options.
No, 3.
Oh, yeah, 3. My bad.
All right. First one, Aura of Holy Purge. You emit an aura of righteous favor in a 20-foot emanation centered on you, except blah when you have the unconscious blah blah. When an ally within your aura hits with a weapon attack. Okay, this is what cares about ally.
I
okay. This Seraph's been using the word ally very clearly. The ally can use their reaction to cause the hit to be a critical hit. If they do, and the ally each gain, you and the ally each gain a level of exhaustion. After an ally uses this reaction, that ally can't use it until after they finish a long rest.
So let's say we have a party of 4 people. For 4 times a day, in theory, we
can make crits happen.
We can make crits happen, but we each get a. Do you and the target gain exhaustion?
It's
Yeah, you and the ally gain exhaustion. So in theory, that doesn't.
I mean, keep in mind that this is 2024 exhaustion, but still, I don't.
That could be.
I don't think. I think maybe as a player, I think -2 is as far as I am willing to go.
Right.
Because that's like -2 on all D20 tests.
And your movement speed's lower.
Is that how it's happening?
Yeah, it's a minus to all D20 tests, and I think it's like 5 feet per exhaustion level.
2024 exhaustion rules. Let's take a look-sees.
Yeah, I believe you lose like 5 feet per exhaustion level.
All right, let's take a look-sees. This is the old one.
Yeah, that's 2014.
Yeah, scroll down.
Yeah.
Your speed is
reduced by 5 times your exhaustion
5
level.
times your if you, oh, yeah, I think, yeah, two is, even two is pushing it. So one, fair. One, I will definitely get one of these a day. But yeah, not
Right.
not much. So we're not getting much use out of this, but it's cool.
Does it matter if they? Okay, so the ally has to have hit before. It's like the ring situation
Yeah.
from
Carrying on.
Alley Abyss.
Aura of righteous mercy. Aura, blah blah blah, all the same. When an ally within your aura would be reduced to 0 hit points, they can use their reaction to drop to 1 hit point instead. If they do, blah blah blah
You're
blah.
now like in
And so it's
exhaustion.
all the same. All the same.
Which,
honestly, not worth it. It's not worth it.
yeah, wait, so this one, it's unlike the other one, this one is guaranteed to hit us and then the other ally.
So yeah, the issue with this one, is if I go down to very few DMs target down players. I have obviously, I have done it recently, or tried to.
I mean, there are times when it's it makes sense for them to do so.
But that being said, the issue here is unless the turns are super not in your favor, you're gonna get them back up, and you're gonna be in the same situation anyways. There's no difference between 1 and 0.
Right.
In this case, unless an enemy is going to kill them right away. Anyways, or Bow of Celestial Domination.
Which, of course, you have to do Celestial Bow of Celestial Judgment first.
When you use a magic active charge, you can also affect one other creature with 10 feet of the original target.
That's pretty good damage.
Unit necrotic damage. 15 damage. So it's just a straight up upgrade.
Honestly, yeah, that's a pretty good boost.
Honestly, yeah, it's probably what I would pick. But now we have a flaw.
Yeah, we got a flaw. What do we got?
The weight of evil in the world encumbers you more and more heavily as the days pass. Sometimes it becomes too much and your celestial form is racked with pain and doubt. Whenever you roll a natural 1 on a saving throw, you suffer the following effects for 1 minute. At the start of each of your turns, you take 1d10 psychic damage.
So it cannot be reduced anyway.
Cannot be reduced anyway. You cannot regain hit points or have temporary hit points.
Ow.
So wait, let's do some math here. So 10d10, that's gonna be...
That's 100... yeah, in theory, if they roll max, that's 100 psychic damage.
You have disadvantage on the first attack you make every round. Once per round, the first creature you force to make a saving throw against your spell has an advantage. This is debilitating.
I feel like that last one isn't as much because a lot of creatures, because keep in mind, this is 17 to 20.
Magic resistance, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of creatures have magic resistance.
Fair point.
But still.
So my opinions are the only real issue we have is the stage 3 flaw.
Yeah, honestly, I think this is really well rounded, I guess was the term I think.
The thing that gives this its advantage that the others are missing is because it's not inherently evil.
Right, it's like an easy one to get into. And then what do we got as the
all right?
So increased score, yep. No longer affected by the Seraph's corruption feature, which that was the one that we were gonna remove.
Was
right?
it? Let's take a look.
Yeah, just double check.
No, it isn't.
No, that's the last one. Okay, so just the capstone, which fair enough.
Yeah.
And then you get an extra
That's a
boon.
shame though, because the third one's the one that really, really sucks. So yeah, this is the standard playbook. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah, no, this was honestly.
Like I said, again, my only issue is unfortunately a very major issue. If you play it fully as written, it is going to forcibly encourage toxic play, which sucks.
Right, yeah.
As a DM, I cannot encourage toxic play, so I cannot allow that as written. But we already made the adjustments, and next time, we're gonna look at
the what's next on my list. I was not scrolled down to the right part. Give me a moment. Oh,
the Shadow Steel Ghoul.
You are correct. Anyway,
all right, we'll see that later.
Yeah, we will be right back.
We're looking at the Shadow Steel Ghoul transformation now.
Yep. Another one of the undead variety, I believe.
I'm actually not sure it is. Ghoul suggests it, but reading the flavor text, that doesn't look to be what this is.
The Shadow Steel... Right, it's Shadow Steel Curses. Right, okay.
I know. But the word ghoul implies undead.
Right.
But let's see. So
Once a
achieving
character
any.
reaches.
I guess yeah. Yeah. Stage 1, no typical magic. It wish. You gotta do wish. Wish. It's a
Wait.
wish.
Okay. Fair enough.
I hate how. I'm gonna be honest. I hate how stringent a lot of these, like weirdly inconsistent these have been.
Yeah.
To get new stage, Catasteel Curse, ritual that consumes Catasteel magic items. Make a bargain with a Phoenix using projects made of Catasteel. So, I guess our focus is on the material itself. Failing 2 death saves.
Well, okay then.
Alright, so we get the one stage 1 boon and the stage 1 flaw.
Okay. How many options do we got for boons?
2. And it looks like this one does not change your creature type.
Interesting. Okay. What do we got?
If you do not already have it, you gain the Shadowsteel Adept feat. Additionally, when you cast Shadowsteel Curse, the cast number is reduced by half and the saving throw DC increases by 1. So this entire thing is about buffing the Shadowsteel Curses, which are.
What was the casting time
weren't
of
the
the curses again? Wasn't it an hour? Like
I
in
don't
general?
remember. Off by heart, I do not remember.
Right. It's been
I remember we were not the biggest fan of most of the Shadowsteel Curses.
right. No matter what, I remember you could not cast them in combat, and I don't think cutting it in half enables that.
During a long rest, you focus upon a melee openly. The chat show up and deals your choice of force damage or when you reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you have to make that. You get 1d8 temporary. You repeat the process described. Okay, so you can just get a cool kind of pack weapon. That's fine, I guess.
Neat. Okay.
Here's our flaw. Choose one ability score. You lose 2 points in that ability as the power of the Shadowsteel slowly eats away at your body, soul, or both.
Ooh, that hurts.
Not
Or it
as
can
much as you
hurt.
think.
Or actually,
No. The fact that we're choosing Ross means that if we dump our jump stat further, who cares?
Right. I mean, here's the thing. We could be in the weird scenario of I'm seeing. So let's say we are a caster of some kind when we get this. If we dump strength and then we end up dealing with a what is it? A shadow? Is that the thing that
Yes,
targets
I know what you're
strength and lowers it?
I know what you're talking about. Right. Yes.
But like that's like
In
super
the odds-
niche.
Yeah. In the odds that those enemies go up, you have to go to those enemies. That is a thing that is going to be an issue. You're 100% correct. But even so,
How often is that going to
outside of
realistically come
that,
up?
yeah, outside of that, dumping your dump stat is going to make no difference.
Right.
Heck, you can do it in a way that doesn't even penalize you, depending on how your stats are allocated. Point is, it's a flaw that seems worse than it is. Then we get stage 2.
Which
We get 2 boons.
2 boons. It's not just okay. So I'm assuming we have
which
more.
we have 4 to choose from.
Ooh, okay. So what do we got?
You get magic resistance, just the magic.
Just straight up
resistance
magic
feature.
resistance. Okay.
Interestingly enough, this one is just spells, not spells and magical effects. But yes.
Right. This is
Or
Shadow Steel.
increase your armor class by 1 when you aren't wearing armor.
While not wearing armor.
Oh.
Okay.
Or, there are classes that would benefit.
True.
You get the Shadowsteel Master feat. Additionally, when you use Shadowsteel, if you want to cast a spell using a spell slot, you can spend a hit die to regain that spell slot. What? Spell cannot be greater than twice your Shadowsteel Ghoul Transformation stage. You can use it a number of times equal to your spellcasting ability. Get all uses. Okay, that's okay, I guess. Or you gain a +4 to damage rolls made with your Shadowsteel weapon. +4 is wow. That's actually
just straight up +4. Okay. I think I would lean towards a sort of melee build with this and magic resistance. But let's see what the downside is.
You are no longer able to connect with other creatures on social level. You prefer physical. You cannot be considered an ally to any humanoids or beasts, and no living creature can be friendly towards you. What? You also have disadvantage on all.
That ruins the.
No.
Yeah, that
No.
already.
Yeah.
Because
no.
this doesn't specify player characters or anything. That's like this would affect your own party.
This is utterly campaign breaking. And also, yeah. Now, obviously, a rule like this cannot and should not affect player characters, but you're right. This is
right. Rules
this
is written
that
any human ally
Yeah.
or humanoid cannot be an ally.
Cannot be. It's worse. Cannot be friendly to you.
Cannot even be friendly to you. So, oh my god,
You
and
cannot be liked. And I want to be clear here. Friendly, and then on top of that, getting disadvantage on all charisma checks. As a reminder, the disposition mechanic is so much more essential in 2024 than it was in 2014.
yeah, no, wow,
In 2014, it was a mechanic you could ignore altogether. In 2024, it's really, unless you are doing some heavy homebrew, it really isn't. So, yeah,
yeah,
I think we might have to just outright ban Shadow Steel on this. It's not. Here's the Shadow Steel is not that great, anyways.
yeah, no,
Might be the most. The Shadow Steel Ghoul transaction might be the most likely change for characters to undertake. Each time a caster uses a Shadow Steel focus cast spell, or player should know what's happening when they. Oh my god! So this is something they want us to really put this on our players in Atharas.
well, I know what spells I'm not casting if I'm ever in that setting, which I don't know. We might visit at some point. I don't know.
I have, outside of pre-written modules, I have no real interest in visiting anyone else's settings.
Right.
I think if I were to do any, it would be Obatima.
Fair, honestly.
So we're stage 3 now.
Yeah,
We're
stage
gonna pretend
3.
we did. We're gonna pretend we didn't just ban this at stage 2.
Let's
To just
see.
to
One
entertain.
stage 3
Uh,
boon, which
and the
is
flaw
it?
we have.
Wait, is it only the one?
Fair is. Sorry, yeah. Wait, it was this. You gain the stage 3 boon and the stage. Yeah, there's just one.
Oh wow.
You
Okay.
get a claw attack. You use your strength and dexterity. Twice as part of attack action, or once as a bonus action. 2 plus your strength. Additionally, claw attack is a random shadow steel with a random shadow steel curse. None of this really matters because I told you why when we're talking about shadow steel curses.
Right
They
here.
really don't matter if you do manage to use them during a fight. They really don't matter during that fight.
Yeah, if the curses
The
were
saving throw DC is 8
more,
plus your.
if the curses were
Yeah,
more impactful, like for like a fight, I think it was like
I think
maybe
that.
one or
I think
two that had
I
like
think that was our.
that would have an impact like in a fight.
I think that was our big issue with this. Is like the main effects of the curse. If I'm fighting someone, and usually you're fighting someone to the death. If I'm fighting someone to the death, who cares how they are a day later? You know.
Right. So like it's really like the
But anyway,
stage one of those curses, and even then I think it's like one or two had like a beneficial to us at that current moment effect.
you heal at a slower rate than normal, whether that healing is magical or natural. Whenever you regain hit points, you regain half as many hit points as you should. You still recover all hit points at the end of a long rest. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you reach stage 4 of the Shadow Steel Cool Transformation, we get 1 boon and 1 flaw.
So we have to have Shadow
There
Steel.
are 2 boons.
We have to have Caster for the first one.
When you cast a spell using the power of your Shadow Steel Infection amounts to one creature targeted by a spell within standard resist the spell, or you have it use. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Or if when you use attack action, when you use the attack action, you attack with your Shadow Steel weapon or cursed claw. You can use the bonus action to make an additional attack with the same weapon or claw. This extra attack carries with it the power of a Shadow Steel Infection. Whatevs. When it was attack, the Darkness Steel con save or gain a exhaustion level. The same 30s is 8 plus the transformation stage, whatever. And here it is, our last thing. The first time you are okay, blah blah blah. You're when the events occur, all living creatures within. Oops, not mean to do that. Within 60 feet, you must get on a DC 20 con whatever, and have the stun condition until the end of the next turn. On sensible save, the target takes half much damage and is not stunned. These are. Here's the thing. These are debilitating.
I was gonna say
The flaws are debilitating. Like let's ignore the fact that I have to ban this, right?
Right,
Just
like
for the sake of entertaining this entire thing, let's ignore the fact that I already have to ban this. The flaws are debilitating for some benefits that are mid at best.
here's the thing. I like the benefits. I think they're fun. I like the idea of like, because of this transformation. Honestly, if I were to rework
Ross,
this, I would
let's
oh, yes.
for the sake of playing devil's advocate, let's go over these benefits,
Right.
shall we? So starting at stage 1,
You get a feat, which
but you can just get that feat.
right.
Great. So stage 1, yes, I have to put an ASI on it, but that's besides the point. I could just miss out on my other feat plans and pick this feat up. No issue. That's our first boon, right?
Right. The second
Stage
one.
2.
Just
Oh,
stage 2. Okay.
no. Sorry, boon 2. I
Oh,
misspoke.
okay.
Boon 2.
You get a neat weapon attack that gives you temp HP for kills. Yeah, kills. Which I think could be neat.
But it's not special. Ready? First off, as a reminder, the ways to get this infection, Ross, if you were to take this boon, Ross, the way you would get this infection would be because you have a Shadow Steel magic item, presumably a Shadow Steel magic weapon.
I see what you're
That
saying.
means the prerequisite to get this means you probably already blow it out the water. In fact, here, I bet you they're listed in this book.
Well, you can make the Shadow Steel weapon into this
True.
weapon thing.
True, but why would I want to? Here, let's take a look-see, okay? There's got to be an item list here somewhere.
Oh, it might be a part of the big, unless it's under magic and mutation. I don't know if you see that in the middle there.
Be a weird place to put the items.
No. It might be part of like the overall book. Or the campaign
book.
setting book.
So you mean look in the other book for it?
Well, we don't have the other book. We don't have the campaign setting book.
You know what? That's a good point. This is the player's guide.
Right. So it'll probably be
point.
in here. I could take a look. Give me a moment. Point
is, I bet you those weapons put inside the water, and at the end of the day, Ross, this is 2024 D&D. Temporary hit points are not a strong effect.
Yeah.
So we can make a weapon magical, but again, in order to have gotten this curse or this thing in the first place, we have to have been using a particular type of magic item. Point is, this just does not matter. And the flaw, it is, while it is definitely mitigatable, it's still pretty sucky.
Oh yeah, no, it's like
you're basically knocking an ASI out of yourself no matter which way you look at it. And then we get advantage on saving throws against spells is okay.
Yeah.
Like, it is okay, but again, it's not against even like effects, and you're not throwing spells that often.
That is another thing.
I can't argue for anything else though, because this is just spells. And we look at this. You even commented on yourself. Your armor class increases by 1 when you aren't wearing armor.
Right, which is good for.
Well, there are a few classes that benefit from this. Those classes all benefit from this because they already have an armor boost when they aren't wearing armor. They don't really need another one.
I mean, plus one, it's nice, but it's like it isn't super impactful.
Exactly, and there's our issue. And then we get to this. So and again, it's the same deal. It's a feat, and we can get 1 to 4th level spell slots eventually.
Which, cool.
It's not horrible, but And then we get to the weapon
plus
master.
Plus damage, which it's all right.
But but again, it's just I don't know. It's not fun, you know.
Then just to briefly talk about the flaw, it's like for stage 2, it's like holy crap, that just ruins.
I mean, again, this is why we're banning this. And then we get to this. A claw attack.
Only get 1? That disappoints me.
and it's just a generic claw attack that literally, like, half the transformations on you get a variation of.
And even then, the unique
Heck,
thing that this
Lycanthrope
thing
gets like a mil. Reminder: Lycanthrope gets 3 different claw attacks.
right, and this one, even the unique part of it isn't that good because like again, it's like one or two of the Shadow Steel curses. If you're able to get this ability off, which granted, there is no true limit on how many times you can use it, but
But they're
realistically
not gonna
speaking,
matter.
right, they're not gonna matter
You are clawing at someone. You are in a fight.
because in D and
The
D,
fight resolves in one of 2 ways. Well, one of 3, but one of 2 can be considered your victory. Result number 1: the enemy flees. Okay, but then the curse happens. But what exactly do you want out of it? To torture them a bit.
here's the thing as well.
Result number 2: you kill them, and then there's nothing that matters.
Here's the thing as well. I imagine here's a scenario because there are some where they end up like hiding somewhere. I don't think even with the curse triggering, for some of the ones that don't do anything during the fight, it would be like a noticeable effect to where a few days later, like we're still trying to hunt this guy down. We don't know he went down underground because I
The
forget
ones
what
that
the curses were,
the
but
the ones that force them to stay in one place, like the ones that make them obsessed with a certain location, they take 4 days for that effect to trigger.
exactly, it's like
Yeah, no, 100%. But let's keep going, and then we go to stage 4, our final stage. What they give us is uh
a number of times we could make someone have
cool
disadvantage against their spell.
or
We can cause people to
bonus
be
action attack,
exhaustion.
which we could already technically do, by the way. Not the bonus action attack. Yeah, this is just, again, it's such debilitating drawbacks for such mid effects. And not bad, just mid. But
We still have the epic boon, which I highly doubt it's gonna save us, but who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised.
you are no longer affected by the friendless transformation flaw. Great. I
Great,
can
level
use this when I
19.
hit level 19. I'm allowed. NPCs will like me.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, no, this one. Mhm.
I'm still gonna ban it because I don't have a full rework. But here's the thing. I wish this wasn't connected to Shadow Steel curses. I wish it was just if this was attached to just the bestow curse spell. I feel like
I
it would be
100%. No, that would just overcomplicate that spell, and this together would just not work out very well.
right. I'm saying I don't have like a full rework plan, but it's like a part of me is like because at least with bestow curse, even if it's a random part of what is listed of the bestow curse spell for that one ability, at the very least you know that it's doing something.
All the same, we're gonna call that this.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I am just.
This is banned. It
Oh
is
no, it's
ironic. The
banned. I'm
ironic,
disappointed.
yeah,
It's a
yeah. The ironic thing is, though that stage 2 flaw, it would be approved without thought. But this stage 2 flaw is just that bad.
yeah, it is just so campaign destroying.
And I cannot be bothered to rework it. Alright,
Right.
so okay, so that is
Next,
this transformation.
next,
Is the Spectre.
yeah, we got the Spectre, and we're gonna take a little break.
Gonna catch him all because he's. I gotta stop a bit right now.
Spectre. I could not.
That does none of that. It was really just a
Anyway,
Spectre transformation.
yep.
We were gold.
Also, I just realized they have 3 undead themed ones back to back to back.
Well, I'm not gonna say back to back. Also, the ghoul really wasn't undead, despite
Yeah, you know,
the
touche.
ghoul wasn't really anything.
Yeah, no. Anyway,
All right,
Spectre.
so
So I'm guessing
reverse it.
incorporeal movement at some point.
You cannot be revived or revive a magic any less than the wish spell.
Then again,
I
okay.
know what happened. They did for the primordial. They did some copy pasting.
Mmm.
Once you die completely and your soul departs, you may be brought back to life by more conventional means, free of the transformation and its boons and flaws. So basically, okay, so this one is weird.
So
So
if you get
you can't
revived,
when
which has to
you're
be from a
when
wish
you,
spell.
well. So what? Let me be clear. It is specifically, yeah, you cannot be restored or revived by any magic less than the wish spell. But if you just die, so if you just die as like, so if you fail your 3 death saves and get revivified, you're no longer a specter.
Oh. Wait.
That is, yeah, that's what it's saying. Once you die completely and your soul departs, so 3 death saves, bleh, you may be brought back to life by more conventional magic, free of the transformation and its boons and flaws.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this is actually the easiest one to reverse if you have a cleric in your party.
Yeah. But let's see how we get into this in the first place.
Defeat a powerful ghostly undead and absorb its power, so do be Danny Phantom. Aberration, ritual, survive a near-death experience caused by a ghostly undead creature or an aberration, especially if your hit points are reduced. Kill a significant foe, infuse other willing people with a power that corrupts you, and interact with ghosts and or beings of open a gate. Okay, so you gain the spectral form boom,
And one of the
one
boon
other
of your
stage 1
choice.
boon, and a flaw. We have, let's see, boon,
So
boon, boon, boon. So 2 options, but we'll look at first off the front one. We are undead.
okay.
You cannot be excluded from current undead.
Good to know.
You get resistance to necrotic. If you already have it, you get immunity. And you stop maging. You are immune to any effect that would age you, and you cannot die from old age.
Okay, I mean, hey, a free resistance and possible immunity, although the necrotic resistance doesn't come too often, but it can happen.
There are a few. Ross, there are a few races that just come with it.
Right, mainly Azamars.
Yeah. But you know what? That's a pretty sweet deal, because Azmar's already pretty good.
I mean, just getting immunity, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. You can deliver a soul-chilling jolt through your attacks. Once per turn, when you direct with a melee attack, you can deal additional 1d6 necrotic damage. This is just the... You get your times equal to your frequency bonus, plus you gain all use of this feature when you finish a short or long rest.
So
this is kind of lame, really.
So
it's okay, but
just on
lame.
melee attacks, we just get an extra 1d6 number of times per day. I mean, it says you get like a. This is a pretty sizable resource.
But there are ways to get there are ways to get it a lot more consistent.
Although it does suck that it says melee attack when you are within 5 feet, so you cannot do any like reach weapons.
Or we could walk through walls, disappear, and fly.
Well, here's the incorporeal movement. I knew it was gonna show up somewhere.
You're able to loosen the binds that tie you, blah, blah, blah. As a magic action, you can make some comments on starting windlands where you gain the moment. You can move through solid objects at your full speed. Again, your turn inside up, you take damage. Resistance to all enemies types of force damage or lightly absorbed. Wait, how long is this?
Until the start of your next turn. So, and we use our action for this.
Okay. So you use your turn time. Fidget modus, we're gonna all finish a long rest. Okay, so that's not bad. But we have a flaw.
Yeah, what's our flaw?
Disadvantage on death saving throws. 4-1.
Fair enough.
We got 1 stage 2 bone, 1 flaw. We have 2 options.
No, two options.
We can cast the blink spell without spending a spell slot. You can cast the spell using this a number of times equal to your transformation stage, and you regain all use of the spell for short finishing a long rest. While you are under the effects you cast, you also can temporarily with equal to your physical bonus plus at the start of each of your turns.
You like the blink spell.
I do. I love the blink spell. It's actually really good.
This isn't a lot of temporary hit points, but I mean, it's a nice little extra. Did they change blink for 2024? I actually don't know.
I will say this: if I ever play a sorcerer that can get myself blink, I would probably want to quicken blink as my quicken choice.
Fair. Did they change blink for 2024? I actually don't know.
I don't believe so.
Because I know in 2014, it's like you roll a d20 and it's like half.
Dice. They changed the dice, but not the odds.
Okay, instead of a d20, it's a d6. Okay.
Yeah. All right, but let's keep going.
Neat, I guess.
Oh, great! Walk through walls, disappear,
and now
fly. Great. Fly through speed, and also while flying, you can use one action before. You can see within. must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or we have the frightened condition for 1 minute. The DC of those says blah blah blah. Once these creature must finish a short or long rest.
So we get a bonus
use-
action frighten a guy.
Yeah, and so if there is a way to take both of these boons, we could walk through walls, disappear, and fly.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. Your life force is weaker than another creature. When you would regain hit points, you regain half as many.
Ow.
The Shadow Steel Ghoul had this.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it did. They didn't have the
But a lot
super
later.
crippling one that we had to ban.
True. When you reach stage 3, you get 1 boon and a flaw.
Let's see, we have one,
Boom, boom,
two-
boom, 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 flaw.
Only 2 options
Okay.
again. I'm noticing a pattern.
I mean, that's really used. You can now use your incorporeal movement as a bonus action.
Okay.
Additionally, your fly speed while using haunting flight becomes double your speed.
Also,
That's
I just realized this is the first boon that has a hard requirement of both of those
you're correct. Yeah.
so to even get access to this, you need to choose
So,
these options
yeah.
over the other ones.
True. But again,
So
one
bonus
per turn
action.
when you enter a space.
on
Additionally, when you're
attacks.
using and you can damage creatures. Once per turn, when you enter a space automatic creature, you can choose to force that creature on a Constitution saving throw or take 66 and have the frightened condition. Every takes half damage on success. This is not bad. Not bad,
Honestly,
honestly.
this is cool. I actually like this.
Yeah.
Like I imagine like you're like going through them, like spiritually, to like terrify them.
Ross, we have an issue.
Oh.
So this has as a prerequisite incorporeal movement and haunting flight. Yes.
Yes.
These 2 boons do not have prerequisites. We'll get to that in a second why that matters. This is a prerequisite of Ghastly Touch. So, let's run through an idea here, okay? So,
Okay.
stage 1, I am going to take incorporeal movement.
Yep.
Stage 2, I am going to take ethereal phasing. Stage 3, what do I take?
That's good. Interesting. That's a weird quirk with stage
What
3.
do I take? What do I take, Ross? What do I take?
Nothing. So technically you'd take only the flaw.
But that's not a mechanic that's been precedented. We select one stage 3 boon and gain a stage 3 flaw.
Yeah,
I don't know what ruling I would make as a DM here.
that's really
This is-
weird. Huh.
This is bad design. We have to dock a point for this.
I was liking this one. Here's the thing, I still like it so far, but like
It's
that
just-
is a big flaw. Yeah, you're right.
That is that is a major issue.
Because
You
there
Ghastly-
will be a chance that you don't meet any of the prerequisite.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Huh.
And that is, yeah. Anyways, so, presuming that we did the smart thing and followed the exact path we had to take, the Ghastly Touch feature takes as a spirit freezing quality, the damage from your Ghastly Touch increases to 2d6,
Okay.
necrotic damage. Additionally, you can force any creature damage with Ghastly Touch to make a con save. The DC
So
on the
the,
failed save, they are paralyzed.
ooh. Okay.
That's will say they are prone. Number of times you can start raising damage, regain all you can do when you finish a long rest.
Okay.
But we have a flaw. Your mind begins to look dark when the world light. When you become bloodied for the first time after finishing a short or long rest, you must make a
Charisma saving
DC
throw.
15 cruise. On a failed save, you act as though under the effects of a confusion spell for 1 minute. Yeah.
That can be detrimental in theory, but it's confusion, so it's like really weird.
In theory, I should be able to repeat the save.
Yeah, in theory you should, because that's how confusion works.
All right.
Well, here's a question.
So,
Here's a mechanical question though. Would you repeat the charisma save, or would you repeat the confusion save, which I believe is a wisdom save?
that's a good point. I don't know. I think the ruling might be that you don't repeat the save. Maybe. I don't know.
It's stage 4.
I guess I would probably have you repeat the charisma save because I would never want you to be debilitated for 1 minute. Anyways,
Right.
stage
Okay.
4.
1/4.
1 boon, 1 flaw. We have
Yep.
2 boons. Call as a bonus action. You can give it 1 for whales. Otherwise, set up. It sounds no effect on contact. All other creatures within 30 feet make a Constitution saving throw. The DC of the Constitution saving throw is 8, plus your blah blah creature that can't hear you. On a failed save, the creature bears the mark of making well-bearing. It takes additional 1d6 necrotic damage each time it takes damage. Once you use this feature, you can't use the anti-fish longer. So one time you can potentially do some extra damage on people.
Neat. The fact that it isn't once per turn means like if okay, weird combo here. Okay,
Mhm.
let's say you do this, and then your wizard buddy, like let's say the big bad guy failed its save, and it's not immune to necrotic damage. The wizard casts magic missile. You would trigger a d6 for each dart.
You are correct. Oh boy, that's pretty nasty.
But we're at the point where it's like 17th level, so it's like
Yeah,
it's fine.
or we take possession. Magic end, action, space, humanoid, force, charisma save, fails, disappear, incapacitated, and loses. You control the body with it. Well, but target, you can't be targeted by blah blah. You retain your alignment, blah blah. Otherwise, you use the best target and don't. Or actually, this is just the word for word.
Is this just possession in general?
This is word for word.
Okay, which cool. I mean, it makes sense for a ghost to possess. But what's our last flaw?
Pool of Oblivion. Your connection to the material realm becomes a gossamer thin when you roll a natural 1 on a d20 quest. 46 damage cannot be if the damage reduced to 0 hit points. You die. And you die in this way or any other. You can only roll back to life 3 magic equivalent to a level 7 or higher spell.
Okay.
So stage 3 really is your last chance to cure this with a simple Revivify.
Yeah.
That being said,
I think the Base
take a look
Spectre,
see-
other than that one issue with the third tier, I think the Spectre,
Yeah.
it's not
It
super
is
powerful, but it's definitely
a
very flavorful.
It is definitely a flavor win. Also, I went the wrong chapter. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it might be my favorite flavor in general.
So here is the thing: for our true Danny Phantom build, we need for our Earthly Tether. I think we're gonna need it to give us an extra boon.
So what do we got? So +1, yep. No longer
Increase one ability score.
fraying
You're no longer affected
reality
by a fraying
transformation
reality
flaw.
That is. Let me look at which one that is. Fraying reality.
That's number.
That is the confusion spell.
Okay. Whichever then, that one isn't terrible.
Choose any spectral transformation that you don't already have, and you gain that boon. All right. So with this, at level 19, we can
fix the issue we were talking about.
No, not that. Not that. We can walk through walls, disappear, and fly. That's it.
Yeah. Honestly,
this is solid. This is a solid build.
Very flavorful. All the abilities make sense. A part of me,
this could probably be how I would handle it if a PC really wanted to keep an old character. You know?
Yeah, honestly. The only thing I would say, a part of me thinks possession could have been the third tier, and we could have gotten something else for fourth tier. But
true,
because possession for ghost is like what CR4 is like the minimum usually.
But don't put their CR on.
But even right, I know.
Yeah. Anyways.
See us next time for the. Or not next time.
Final.
Yeah. We're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna checking out the vampire transformation.
That will end this book.
We won't say blah blah blah.
That'll end this book, so we're basically done.
Yeah. We'll be taking a break, and we'll be back.
This one might actually, with the new Ravenloft book coming out, this one might actually get some use.
Actually, you're right. I didn't even think about that. And this
not that like Ravenloft is like super vampire heavy and less stuff from Barovia, just
Right.
But this is the last thing we have to look at in this book. So vampire.
Yeah, last transformation.
Flobbity lore. Once the character, wish.
No magic.
It's wish.
Like remove curse. Can remove it.
It's wish. It says right here.
Yeah.
Wish.
Which is overall with these transformations, I don't understand why just removing the fact that remove curse can remove a lot of these. Like at least in the early on stages.
They're being clear because they want this to be a commitment. Again,
right.
Here's the thing. I would never as a DM put this option on you forcefully.
Right.
No one should. No DM should. Not something like this. Anyways, but let's keep going.
Yeah. So how do we get this?
Here are the things.
7 to 10 more alive.
Being a jerk, which again really doesn't work for a D&D game.
I mean, you
Not
can
to that
have an
degree,
evil
anyway.
party, but you're right.
True.
Yeah.
That's not what I am saying. But the things they want, anyways. This drinking blood of another more failing 2 death saves. They love failing 2 death saves.
They love death saves in general. This mechanic.
Now that performing a blood ritual using Sangromancy.
Hey, first Sagromancy thing involved with this book beyond the spells.
Now that we have got this, I want to talk about this. The achieving new stage mechanic kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah,
To be
no,
clear,
it definitely needed more cooking in the oven, I'm gonna call it.
I mean, really, what they should have just said is generally it's at the it's supposed to be DM player discretion, anyways. But the issue is with the examples they do, they are either stuff that are so
So more common enough to where it is gonna happen
common enough where it's
a lot.
it's going to happen a
or
lot, and I can't be
it's
getting
so
you a new
vague.
stage every session, or so vague, or the third reaction. Not something I really want to have any given D&D campaign focus on.
Honestly, am I crazy, or does achieving a new stage, does this whole system not really need to exist and just attach it to the level chart that they gave?
Honestly,
I feel like
yeah.
to just simplify it, I mean, you could do these flavors of like how they do it, but
Anyways, let's go.
so we get
It's also worth noting, by the way, we already have the Dampier player option, which has
it's
been
basically a
re-added.
vampire, or not quite. It's like
Well, yeah, it's not quite, but it's a player option. Is what I'm getting at.
right. So let's see.
All right.
Vampire stage 1.
So
We get
you
a
gain the
Fanged Bite
Fang
boon.
one bite boon and one
Another
other
boon.
boon. You also get the Flaw. So Fang bite, and then we have
then
3 options. Oh
Three
boy.
new- okay. So
So
what is
Fang
the
bite. As an attack action, you make a bite attack, proficient, strength, dexterity, piercing damage, 1d6, plus the modifier. It's not a weapon or unarmed strike attack. Just gonna get that out of the way.
okay?
If it hits creature that has blood, they gotta make a con save or take an additional 1d6 necrotic damage.
And
You're
regain
gonna hit
additional hit points.
necrotic damage dealt this way. It is 8 plus your proficiency plus your. Okay.
Okay, I mean
Yeah.
that. Not I mean, the fact that there is no limited usage of this, but they do have to make a save every time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not horrible. Although I did just realize, isn't there a spell that weakens enemies' strength-based weapon attacks? Because this isn't a weapon, would that not apply here, even if we choose strength?
I think it's just strength-based attacks, but I'm not sure.
Right, I'm not quite sure. I saw that spell once.
Anyways, carrying
Anyway.
right along.
Or, not or.
No. Or and.
Here are our options. My bad. Blech.
The Summon Bloodline, which is blah blah blah. Strength dexterity increases by 1.
No further than
Neither can
19
exceed
boosted from
19 with this feature.
this. Okay.
Advantage on attack rolls with the Fanged Bite.
Okay.
Necrotic damage by Fanged Bite increases to 1d8. A climb speed equal to your speeds.
I mean, not horrible.
Okay.
Not bad.
Or I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Figs.
Your strength
Bloodline.
score increases by 2. Cannot exceed 20.
Okay.
Why am I getting more bang for my buck from this than the other one? Claw attack, that's 1d8. When you take the attack action, you can use a bonus to make a bite action from Fang Bite. Speed increases 10 feet.
Okay.
Or dexterity by 2. Fang Bite. Advantage. Piercing increases 2d4 plus. Hide action as a bonus action. And hide action anywhere that is not something you're proficient with stealth kill. If you are already proficient in stealth, you can't do this. Okay, I mean.
So I'm noticing a trend with these boons. They're very similar-ish in vein to the lycanthropy one.
Which I guess it makes sense, but you're right. I will say, they seem to have put some efforts to make these a bit more balanced.
Right. Yeah. There isn't one of these I would say outdoes the other. I would say. I think my personal favorite would. I would say probably the second one, but it's like it's
same.
a close race.
I think the first one actively sucks, unfortunately. And the reason for that is, it seems in an effort to be a balance between the two, it kind of gets less than either of them to get. Only one ability score increase, but it can pick what stat it is. instead of just increasing both by 1, advantage on attackers without fang, but it increases nah. Anyways,
I mean,
but
you get a better chance of healing or healing more with the 1d8 instead of the 1d6. But even then, it's like
Ross, I am going to reveal you a DMing secret. You're gonna hate that I'm about to reveal this. Advantage is great, but it's not that powerful.
yeah. I mean, that's one reason why we play
Advantage,
flanking because it's nice, but it doesn't do anything crazy.
yeah. Anyways, let's go tailor our flaw.
Yeah. What's our flaw for this first stage?
You cannot enter a private residence that you know own without one of the occupants inviting you. Once invited, you can enter without penalty as long as the inviter resides there. If you do enter invited, you have a disadvantage on the 20 as well in residence. Additionally, you take 24 seconds at the start of each of your turns. You cannot be resistant to enemies like damage while inside such residence uninvited. You must feed at least once within 7 days of your last feeding. See the feeding sidebar as a vampire transformation furthers and further. Change. The first change is needed for mortal blood. This needs approximately 1 pint of blood from a humanoid, beast, or other creature with mortal blood. As an action, you can bite a living creature within 5 feet that is charmed by you or has its investigation, blah, 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 blah. You drain the target of 1 pint of blood or similar life-giving substance, leaving a visible bite mark on that creature.
The bite creature gets 1 level of exhaustion. Vampire that does not.
Remember that does not be within the required time enters a rabid feeding frenzy under the GM's control. They attack the nearest creature they can feed from. A vampire remains in the state until they have drained a creature, completely killing them, at which point the vampire falls unconscious for 4 hours.
Okay.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, we had like a player option thing that did something not exactly to this level, but it's like you had to like have rotten meat or something like that. It was another third party.
Yeah,
I forget what
yeah,
it
I remember
was.
that one.
But
I
anyway,
believe it was like
stage 2. We get 2 boons of our choice, and then the
2
flaw.
boons in the fella.
Okay, so how many boons we got?
Boon.
We got
There are
4.
1, 2, 3,
4 options.
4
Okay.
boons. Because they clearly put like some of the most effort in this one. Anyways, we could get dark vision out to 60 feet.
Or if we already have dark vision, it's increased by 60 feet. Okay.
Resistance to necrotic or immunity if we already haven't.
Okay.
Advantage on deck saves.
Okay.
When we are reduced to 0 hit points, you can choose to reduce by 1 hit point instead, unless it was radiant damage once per day. Or our flaw. Actually, and our flaw. You have disadvantage on all D20 tests while you are in sunlight. You must feed every 4 days.
Okay, so this last one, if you're gonna be dealing with this downside anyway, you might as well be a drow. Because they have sunlight sensitivity, so it's affecting a lot of their D20s already.
Ugh.
It's real weird that drow did not get the when those races were remade in I'm not talking for 2024. I'm talking I think it was like Volos and then Monsters of the Multiverse, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right, for some reason they didn't change the sunlight sensitivity thing. It was really weird.
Carrying right around.
Again, 2 stage 3 boons and 1 flaw. Okay.
I think the sunlight sensitivity is like too big of a part of the drow's identity, unfortunately. Anyways, okay, so we got boon, boon, boon. 4 options again.
Yeah, we get 2 of each. Okay.
The Guiler's Charm. You gain the ability to manipulate the mind of a creature with your unholy charm. As a magic action, you can choose a humanoid beast. The creature must see on a Christmas saving throw with on a fail save, the creature has the charm condition for 24 hours. At the end of 24 hours, you can choose to automatically renew the charm condition on that creature with no saving throw.
Ooh. Whoa. Wait.
You only have 1 creature charmed in this manner at a time. If you use the feature on another creature or not another creature immediately. Oh, that's
so
wrong.
We get a, practically speaking, in theory, a permanent charm.
Yeah, which I guess it is part of the vampire power fantasy.
I mean, stage 3. That's like what was the level thing? It was like level 11 to 16, I think. Let me double check the.
And
chart.
then, but while you do, let me take a look at improved Fanged Bite. As an attack action, you can make 2 Fanged Bite attacks. Additionally, you can make a Fanged Bite attack as a bonus action. If you don't make a Fanged Bite attack as part of an attack action on the same turn.
Okay. Also, I found it. 11 to 16.
Okay, yep. Anyways, I mean, this is okay. It's interesting because technically, if we already have an extra attack, we don't really need
That's
the.
what I was, that's what I was gonna ask. Because extra attack exists, can we not use the Fang Bite attack as a part of the extra attack action? I guess.
Actually, wait a second. Uh,
Because here's the weird scenario. We either have a thing that is useless or a thing that is, well, useless for some.
I want to double check something. Okay, no. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Uh, so it is not going to get buffed by extra attack.
Okay, but it still works functioning with
Extra,
extra attack.
extra attack is an attack action.
Okay.
So basically, you could do your improved Fang Bite or your extra attack. They're two separate things.
Okay.
But yes, or we can get Mist Form. We can get the Gaseous Form spell.
Okay.
You can cast spells in action, or as a reaction whenever you take bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage.
Okay.
Sangromancy Specialist. You gain an extra 1d12 Sangromancy hit point die per the transformation level.
Okay.
You can use those dice on spells, Sangromancy spells. You regain all spell as you finish a long rest. When you successfully restore hit points using Fang Bite, you regain one. Any cantrip you cast that does necrotic damage can be enhanced by your Sangromancy dice. You can spend up to 2 hit point dice, including your Sangromancy dice, to do necrotic damage with those cantrips. You times those as hit point dice after you know the cantrip effect. So basically,
Okay.
you can basically do some cantrip smites.
I mean, there are some decent damage dealing necrotic damage ones. Toll the Dead comes to mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or
fall time.
If you start your turn in sunlight, you take 1d10 radiant damage. No immediate resistance rain damage. Your appearance begins to resemble that of a. Oh.
Of a true vampire.
They seem to mess up. You must feed every day. You can hide your blah 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 blah. We've seen this one 1,000 times. Blah 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 blah.
Only this one is later
Not able to-
on.
Instantly hostile to you.
We already talked about that with
Yeah.
the insert other ones. And with
Stage 4 now.
we get the regeneration boon.
You gain
and
the
another boon.
regeneration.
This is very giving of boons.
Yeah, this is a lot. And another boon of your choice. Where the hell is the
There it is. Why'd they put it at the very
Generations?
bottom?
Why? I don't know. Okay, so you reach the full message. You gain the following features: your strength and dexterity score increases by 1 to a maximum of 20. Your Fang Bite and damage increases to 3d8. When a humanoid creature reduces 0 by your Fang Bite, or through your feeding, it rises as a vampire spawn 24 hours later, unless the body is destroyed. You can have 2 vampire spawns created under your control, and they follow your verbal commands. If you take control of a third vampire spawn, you choose one of the other vampire spawns you currently control to no longer follow your commands.
Vampire spawns are not bad.
Your strength score increases by 2. The damage done by your claw attack becomes 3d6 plus your blah blah blah. Your resistance to bludgeoning piercing speed. Or your supplementation. Your dexterity increases by 2. You can summon these things. They appear on the front of your turn.
2d4.
They follow
Wow.
your verbal. They disperse after 1 hour when you're reduced to, or when you just a short long rest. Macy step. You can also cast spells 4 times. That's a reaction when you target with a weapon attack. You guys spell 4 damage. You're going to average finish a long rest.
Okay.
And then the Vampire Blood, you gain 50 points at the start of your turn if you have at least 1 hit point, but less than 60 hit points. The feature has no effect if you are stunned or have taken radiant damage since the end of your last turn.
So.
Here's the flaw.
Okay.
1 strike man, when you are incapacitated, stunned, or unconscious, you are struck by a critical hit with a piercing weapon made of wood or silver. You must see on DC 20 Constitution saving throw on a failed save. You die and reduce to ash. Only True Resurrection or Witch Spell can resurrect you. You must feed every day.
Okay, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Is it fair to say that by level, keep in mind that's level 17 to 20, more than likely you're not being stabbed in the heart by a wooden stake?
Throw arrows at monks.
I mean, true,
mean way, Ross.
true, but still.
if this is your weakness, I'm going to throw it at you.
Yeah,
It's not gonna not matter.
Fair.
That being said, I mean, for all the pompous and circumstances, it's not bad, but
No.
you really can only play it in specific campaigns.
But hold on, we still have the last epic.
Correct.
Actually, did we cover the other boons that were not transformation related, or were we saving that for
We-
after this?
We talked about it. You said we did.
Okay, I just want to double check.
You said we did.
Let's see. Ascendant Vampire.
You are no longer affected by sunlight. That's it.
So wait, our only downside now, if we were to take this boon, the only downside we have is we can't enter in the house without permission.
And no, and yeah, correct that, and the having to feed every day.
Oh
But
yeah, and having to feed. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's fine. The vampire one is fine. The transformation mechanic is a mixed bag, as a lot of new mechanics are. But that's it, Ross. We have finished. We have finished this book.
Yeah, this is the last of it. What was your thoughts of Grim Hollow for all the player options as a whole?
There were a couple things I liked, and a lot that needs a lot of work.
Right. I like the idea of the for example, the new mechanics. I like the idea of the transformation and Sagromancy. I feel like a lot of stuff needs to be cooked a lot longer.
Yeah. Alright. That's it for TD.
Thank you guys for watching this full series, and the next book we'll be covering is what is the next book? It should be
You said that
right.
You want to do Pugilist next.
The Pugilists, which I
before we jump into Eberron.
Yes.
Again. But that's it for today.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned for more. Auf Wiedersehen.